There's a new electric truck coming to America, and it's not trying to look like it's from the future. It's trying to look like it's from 1971, and that's exactly why Tesla should be paying attention. The Cybertruck has spent years as the most talked about pickup in the world. Radical, polarizing, impossible to ignore. But a brand new truck is about to challenge everything the Cybertruck claims to stand for. Real off-road capability, real towing numbers, and a price tag that actually makes sense. Today, we're putting the 2027 Scout Terra against the Tesla Cybertruck, feature by feature. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why Tesla has a new problem on its hands, and it doesn't look anything like a Tesla. Welcome to Automaster Drive, where we bring you the future of cars before they hit the road. If you love future cars, luxury rides, and the latest automotive innovations, make sure to subscribe to Automaster Drive and turn on notifications. Let's get into it. The price gap that changes the conversation before we even get to specs. Price. The 2027 Scout Terra is expected to start under $60,000, with incentives potentially dropping that entry price to around $51,500. The Tesla Cybertruck, by comparison, now starts at $59,990 for the base all-wheel drive trim, with the range-topping Cyberbeast climbing to nearly $100,000. On paper, these two trucks land in a surprisingly similar price bracket, but here's where it gets interesting. Scout is positioning the Terra as a genuine work truck with old-school toughness, while Tesla is selling the Cybertruck as a statement piece that happens to tow well. Same price range, two completely different promises. Which promise actually matters more to American truck buyers in 2027? Let's find out, starting with what each truck is actually built on. Two completely different build philosophies. This is where the Scout Terra immediately sets itself apart. The Terra uses a true body-on-frame, ladder-frame chassis with a solid rear axle and front and rear mechanical locking differentials, the same fundamental architecture that's made trucks legendary off-road for decades. The Tesla Cybertruck, despite its rugged stainless steel exoskeleton, is built on a unibody platform, more common to cars and crossovers than traditional work trucks. Scout went out of its way to build a dedicated ladder frame chassis specifically for the Terra, separate from any other Volkswagen Group platform. A serious engineering investment for a brand new company. Tesla, meanwhile, prioritized structural rigidity through its unpainted steel panels rather than a traditional frame. One truck is built the way trucks have always been built. The other is reimagining what a truck's structure even needs to be. Which approach actually performs better when things get rough? Let's look at what's happening underneath both trucks. Towing and payload, the numbers that matter on the job. For truck buyers, towing and payload are everything, and this comparison is closer than you'd expect. The Scout Terra is rated to tow up to 10,000 pounds, with a payload capacity of nearly 2,000 pounds. The Tesla Cybertruck's premium and Cyberbeast trims tow up to 11,000 pounds, with the base standard trim limited to 7,500 pounds, meaning the entry-level Cybertruck actually tows less than the entry-level Scout Terra. Payload tells a similar story. The Cybertruck carries up to 2,500 pounds in its composite bed, just slightly ahead of the Terra. So Tesla wins on the top spec towing number, but only if you pay for the more expensive trim. At the entry-level price point where most buyers actually shop, the Scout Terra holds its own and then some. For real-world work truck buyers comparing base models, this could be the deciding number. Let's talk about range and how far each truck can actually go. Range, the feature that could make or break this truck war. Range anxiety has always been the biggest objection to electric trucks, and both companies are solving it in completely different ways. The Tesla Cybertruck offers up to 325 miles of range on its all-wheel drive trim. The Scout Terra's pure electric model targets up to 350 miles, already ahead of the base Cybertruck. But Scout's real masterstroke is the optional Harvester range extending system, a gas-powered generator that can push the Terra's range beyond 500 miles. Tesla offers no equivalent for the Cybertruck. For American truck buyers who tow heavy loads or drive in remote areas, that range extender option could single-handedly settle this entire debate. Why would Scout build a hybrid-style backup into an electric truck? Because more than 80% of Scout's reservation holders specifically chose the range extended version over the pure EV. That's a massive signal about what American truck buyers actually want. Let's see how fast each truck can refuel when it does need power. Charging speed? A surprisingly even matchup. Both of these trucks are built on serious 800-volt electrical architecture, and the charging numbers reflect that. The Scout Terra supports DC fast charging at up to 350 kilowatts. The Tesla Cybertruck matches that same 800-volt approach, with real-world testing showing it adds roughly 9 miles of range per minute at a supercharger. Solid, but not class-leading compared to Tesla's own sedans. Both trucks also support vehicle-to-load functionality, letting owners power tools, campsites, or even their homes directly from the truck's battery. Where Tesla pulls ahead is charging network maturity. The supercharger network is the most extensive fast-charging system in North America, while Scout's NACS-compatible Terra will rely on that same network without having built it. So Tesla wins on infrastructure, even if the Terra holds its own on raw charging specs. That brings us to the back half of this list, where the real philosophical battle begins.
Performance, raw speed versus real capability. If straight-line speed is what you care about, the Tesla Cybertruck wins this category outright. The base all-wheel drive trim hits 60 miles per hour in 4.1 seconds, while the tri-motor Cyberbeast does it in just 2.6 seconds with over 800 horsepower, numbers that would embarrass most sports cars, let alone trucks. The Scout Terra takes a different approach entirely. Both its electric and range-extended versions are targeting a 0 to 60 time of around 3.5 seconds with nearly 1,000 pound-feet of torque, putting it surprisingly close to the Cybertruck's base trim, despite Scout's focus on utility over spectacle. So Tesla still owns outright bragging rights, especially with the Cyberbeast. But the Terra proves you don't need a 6-figure price tag to get genuinely quick acceleration in a real working truck. The real question is which kind of performance actually matters once these trucks leave the pavement. Off-road capability, where the Scout Terra takes over. This is where the Scout Terra's entire design philosophy pays off. With up to 12 inches of ground clearance, front and rear locking differentials, a front sway bar disconnect, and the ability to ford up to 3 feet of water, the Terra is engineered from the ground up as a genuine trail machine. Scout is even offering a dedicated off-road package with all-terrain tires, reinforced shock tuning, and heavy-duty recovery points. The Tesla Cybertruck has made real strides here too, with software updates unlocking its mechanical differentials for serious trail capability, and its stainless steel underbody resists damage from rocks and debris better than painted steel. But independent reviewers have pointed out a key weakness. The Cybertruck's factory all-terrain style tires prioritize a rugged look over genuine off-road grip, while the Cybertruck's lower ground clearance and unibody construction simply weren't designed around trail use the way the Terra's body-on-frame chassis was. For buyers who actually plan to leave the pavement, this category isn't close. Let's talk about what each truck looks and feels like behind the wheel. Design philosophy, nostalgia versus radical futurism. These two trucks couldn't represent more opposite design philosophies if they tried. The Scout Terra is a deliberate, loving tribute to the original 1970s International Harvester Scout. Square headlights, a narrow grille, and a boxy crew cab silhouette that trades futurism for instantly recognizable, timeless truck styling. Step inside and you'll find real toggle switches, tactile knobs, and even an available front bench seat pulled straight from Scout's heritage. The Tesla Cybertruck goes in the exact opposite direction, an angular, unpainted stainless steel exoskeleton that still looks like nothing else on the road years after its original reveal. One truck wants to feel like something you already trust. The other wants to feel like nothing you've ever seen before. For American buyers in 2027, that emotional decision might matter more than any spec sheet. Which design philosophy do you think actually wins long-term loyalty? Let's look at the technology shaping how each truck drives. Technology and software, Tesla's home turf. This is the one category where Tesla's decade-long head start is impossible to ignore. The Cybertruck benefits from Tesla's mature over-the-air update system, its industry-leading full self-driving software suite, and a vehicle network architecture so efficient that wiring throughout the truck was reduced by 2/3 compared to older Tesla models. The Scout Terra counters with its own over-the-air update capability and a clean, dual-screen interior setup. But as a brand new automaker, Scout simply hasn't had years to refine its software the way Tesla has. That said, Scout isn't trying to out-tech Tesla. It's betting that real buttons, real knobs, and dependable simplicity will matter more to traditional truck buyers than cutting-edge software ever could. So if you want the most advanced software platform on 4 wheels, Tesla still leads. But if you want a truck that feels familiar and dependable from day one, Scout's simpler approach might actually be the smarter bet. That brings us to the question that decides this entire comparison.
The verdict. Tesla's new problem has a name. Here's the answer we promised you at the very beginning. The Tesla Cybertruck still wins on outright performance, top-trim towing capacity, and software sophistication. There's no taking that away from it. But the Scout Terra represents something Tesla genuinely cannot replicate:
authentic, body-on-frame truck credibility backed by a brand Americans already trust at a price that undercuts Tesla's most capable trims. With over 150,000 reservations already placed and the vast majority of buyers choosing the range-extended Harvester option, Scout has proven something important. American truck buyers don't necessarily want the most radical electric truck on the market. They want one that still feels like a truck. If the Terra delivers everything Scout has promised when it reaches dealerships in 2027, Tesla won't just have a new competitor in the electric truck space. It'll have proof that nostalgia, toughness, and trust can beat radical design at its own game. So tell us, does the future of American trucks belong to Tesla's radical reinvention or Scout's trusted return? Drop your verdict in the comments below.
If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to like, subscribe, and join the AutoMaster Drive community as we continue driving the future of cars together.